welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a what's for dinner video. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Thought I'd give you some fresh meal inspiration if you need some. We all need some. I know I do all the time. So hopefully this will give you some ideas. Also make sure to check the description box. I have a playlist full of what's for dinner videos if you need lots of different ideas. Because, you know, it's true. We all just get sick of the same things over and over again. So I hope that this video gives you some new ideas. So the first recipe I'm going to share today is just my super easy crock-pot chicken recipe. I like to call it Olive Garden chicken, but it's called a lot of different things. But it's a super easy and delicious recipe. My sister-in-law told me about this a few years ago, and I've shared it before, but I thought I'd share it again in case some of you all haven't heard of it. So you just want to take some chicken. This is just some frozen chicken cutlets. I'm going to put the chicken in the crock pot to cook for a few hours, and then I like to take the chicken out and kind of drain off the juices and shred it up and make sure that there's nothing extra on the chicken because I'm very picky about my meat. But normally you could just put all your ingredients in the crock pot and let it cook all day and then come back and shred the chicken if that kind of thing doesn't bother you. But I like to cook my chicken first, clean it up a little bit, and then add the rest of the ingredients. So for now, I'm just going to stick the chicken in the crock pot, and then we'll come back in a few hours and add everything else. Okay, just like that, it's been a few hours, and I'm going to go ahead and take them out. You can see the clear juices, so the the chicken is cooked through. I'm going to take it out, drain it, and get rid of all of this, and shred it, and put it back in, and then I'll show you the other ingredients I'm going to add to it. Alright, chicken is shredded. So now I'm going to add 1 entire bottle of Olive Garden Italian dressing and 1 cube of cream cheese, and I have had this sitting at room temperature. I'm going to cube that up, and then I usually put about, I don't know, maybe a full cup of Parmesan. It's so good. The more you put, the better it is. So I just kind of eyeball that though, but that's it. You just cook that. I'm going to let the cream cheese melt. It is 410, so I'll probably cook it for a couple hours, and then I'm going to make some egg noodles and put this over the top. And this flavor is so amazing. If you haven't seen this, so many people are making this, but if you have never done this or seen it before, you got to try it. It's so good, and everyone that I've ever made it for thinks it is so good. So definitely try this one. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours. It's about 6:10, and I'm going to go ahead. I actually turned this up to high just because I wanted to make sure that it was going to be done in time. So I'm just taking a whisk and whisking it all together. You just want to make sure that everything is incorporated. It's so easy. It's just so flavorful, like my mouth is watering. All right, I'm just going to put that on warm while I heat up my pasta. Alright, here it is finished. This is Marion's plate, and it is huge. Also made some green beans and salad, and that is what's for dinner tonight. Alright, so for dinner tonight, we're going to have some tacos and some homemade pico de gallo, and I don't have a recipe. I just make it like this. I've made it like this for years, and it's so good. To me, this is like super healthy and fresh, and it just makes the tacos so good. So I take some Roma tomatoes tonight. I'm just going to do 3, and then probably, you know, 1/3 of a cup of chopped fresh cilantro, and then a white onion. I probably won't use the whole thing, but at least half of the white onion. I meant to get out lime juice, not lemon juice. I have both, but lime juice, and some garlic and salt and pepper. Probably about a big heaping tablespoon of garlic, and then just salt and pepper to taste. And I mix that together, and then I'm going to let that sit in the refrigerator while I get the rest of this stuff ready. And then right before I serve them, we'll take it out and put these on top, and they just make it fresh. And instead of putting a bunch of like cheese and sour cream and all that, this just seems a lot healthier, and it gives it really great flavor. Okay, so that is done and ready, and then the flavors just kind of like meld together and it gets kind of juicy, and it is so good. So I'm kind of in a rush tonight, so I'm doing this quick. I've got a little bit of ground beef. It's less than a pound, but I'm just going to cook this with some taco seasoning, and then I have a little skillet here with just a small amount of just canola oil in it. And I like to take these corn tortillas and dip them in. I'm letting it heat up to like medium heat, medium high. You don't want it to burn, and then I just stick the tortillas in for a few seconds on each side, let them drain. It just makes them crispy and makes a corn tortilla so much better than just by itself. So rather than flour tortillas, I really love to use these. So there is Marion's plate, and I did add a little bit of cheese. Sometimes I add like Monterey Jack if I have it. I just happen to have a little shredded cheddar, so I put that on it. Just kind of like helps everything stick together a little bit once it melts. But these are so good. It's just my favorite way to make tacos. They're so flavorful, and this is healthy and so delicious. So that is a what's for dinner tonight. All right, on this night we are going to have stuffed shells for dinner. And I don't do the ricotta stuffed shells. Sometimes I do, but I'm not doing that this time. I've always just made them super simple like this, and actually Marion loves ricotta cheese and loves them like that, but he loves them like this too, so it's one of his favorite things. I've made this basically our entire marriage, and it's just like this most simple, easy, quick, but super good recipe. So I use these big jumbo shells. This is my all-time favorite pasta sauce, and I've tried so many different ones, and I always come back to this. It's just so good. The flavor is so good. And then you just need some mozzarella cheese. Of course, if you wanted, you could put ricotta and seasoning and all that inside the shells, but I don't do that. So I just have some ground beef cooking right here, and my water's boiling. And I'm going to add some minced onion and some pepper and garlic powder to my meat. Cook those two together, and then I'm going to stuff the shells with some ground beef, some mozzarella cheese, put them in a pan, pour the sauce over the top, and then bake them in the oven until the cheese is melted. I'm going to stick this in the oven at 350 for probably 20 to 30 minutes. Just depends on how long it takes the cheese to melt. So I cooked it about 25 minutes at 350, and it is bubbly and heated through. Hopefully all the cheese is melted. Super easy, and this has always been a favorite. Alright, dinner tonight is going to be super easy. We're just going to make a big dinner salad. It's kind of like a Cobb salad, but I like to call it a dinner salad. I saw someone on YouTube do that one time, just kind of like pile everything onto a salad that you have, and It's so good, so we love to do that every now and then. So I have some eggs that I boiled earlier, so I'll chop those up. I have some peas that I let thaw out. I love to put cold peas on my salad. I got some shredded carrots, tomato, cucumber, just the romaine salad mix, some cubed ham, and shredded cheese and croutons. That's what we're using today, and I like ranch dressing. Marion likes blue cheese, so I'm just going to chop all this up, and I like to do them chopped small, so I'll chop this up smaller, just kind of make like a chopped dinner salad, and it's so good. I'm also going to use the rest of these for some omelets another day, but I got them because I love ham and cheese on a salad. Marion pretty much will eat anything on a salad. I can put anything on there and he'll love it, so he's not particular, but these are the things that this is my favorite kind of salad, all these things. And the air fryer is going because there's some chicken in there for Jackson. He's just gonna have chicken strips for his dinner. So there is our salad, kind of just a Cobb salad, but like I said, Marion will eat anything. This is my favorite. I used ranch, he got blue cheese. So the last recipe I'm going to share, I did share this in a recent video, but in case you missed that video, I wanted to put it in this one because it was so good and I didn't want anybody to miss out on this. So I just took some crescent rolls and then I spread Nutella on each one of them, and then I added some chocolate chips and then rolled them up and popped them in my air fryer for 8 minutes. I did put an egg wash on top before I put them in, but these were so delicious. They kind of reminded me of a chocolate chip cookie with like extra chocolate, like better than a chocolate chip cookie. They were so delicious. They do get a little brown. You might think that they're burnt, but it has to cook for 8 minutes so that it will fully cook the crescent roll. But these were so delicious. I sprinkled powdered sugar on top. They were amazing. I went back and bought several more packs of crescent rolls and some more Nutella because we're going to be having this again. This was definitely a winner and everyone loved it. So that is going to be the end of this one. I will try to do more of these What's for Dinner videos. I try to plan them and then I don't always remember when it's dinner time to film, but I'm going to try to do better because I really do enjoy sharing, you know, fresh dinner inspiration for you guys. And I know that I get a lot of good feedback that you guys need it. We're all in the same boat, right? Trying to think of new ideas for dinner. So we could get stuck in that rut sometimes, and it's nice to have some fresh inspiration. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this a thumbs up if you do like these kind of videos, and I'll know to make more. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.